I want to show you an effective way to show off your stuff, because chances are you've made some stuff, whatever it is, PDFs, handouts, videos, you've made some stuff to get prospects educated, informed, and making moves towards the objectives that you can help them achieve. But if you don't get those prospects to go get those assets, to use those assets, then they're never going to drop into your funnels. They're never going to get the nurturing and the information and see how much you care. And so you're never going to convert them into paying clients, okay? So what I would like to do is show you a way to really show off these free assets that you might have for your community in such a way that can excite them to take advantage and motivate them to action. All right. I'm Joy Houston, the CEO here of HealAtScale. My superpower is helping you take your superpowers that you use in the one-on-one setting and actually deploying them to support communities. I'm talking about live group programs as well as DIY self-study courses. All right. So if you need help with that, please reach out to me, comment. You can find me over on Instagram at RealJoyHouston. Let me know what's going on, and I will do my best to either help you myself or connect you to someone who can. Okay. So let's get into how I want you to be able to show off your free assets better than you might be doing right now. Okay. Because sometimes you're going to put something out in the space that you know is a gold mine, that you know if people actually got it, consumed it, read it, used it, watched the video, they would actually start moving in the right direction, and they would see you as the trustworthy expert that you are, and that would inspire them to work with you. And that's what you want, right? So let's go over a way to actually visually show off exactly what you have for your potential clients so that they want it, so that they go get it, and so that they implement it and start seeing you as the expert that you are, so they move forward with you. All right. Now I'm going to do this on the Instagram platform, but honestly, you could do this on any platform you want. If you're consuming content on YouTube, then you could do this as a YouTube short. Who knows what's happening with TikTok, so we won't even go there right now, right? But you can use this in any short form video format that you like. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to use the Instagram platform to record. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my phone, and I'm going to get us into the Instagram app. Okay. So what I want you to do, let me go out one more. So let me come back in here. Okay. I'm going to go out one more so you see where to start from the beginning. Okay. So, and by the way, even if you want to record your video for, a YouTube short or another platform, you can use the Instagram platform to record it and then download it to your phone. Okay. So even if you're like, Joy, I'm not so down with my Instagrams, that's fine. You can still use this app to record it, unless you have another favorite video recording app that you want. Okay. So let's do this nice and easy because Instagram doesn't cost you anything, right? You can get on there for free. So we're going to get onto our Instagram account. We're going to hit the plus button. We're going to choose Reel. Okay, so I'm going to slide over here to Reel. Okay, got it. So we're going to choose Reel, and now we're going to choose Camera. Okay, so I'm going to tap on Camera up here, and now I want to slide over to this one that looks like a green screen. Okay, so if we scroll over to that right now, you can see that by default, it's going to put me on, I don't know, I feel like the hills are alive with the sound of music. I don't have a good singing voice, but that's what that background looks like to me. That background is not what I want, okay? What I want is to be able to show off in the background an asset that you have, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and click Change Background right above the button. And instead of choosing scenes, background scenes that it natively has, which you can see, there's a whole big bunch of them, okay? I'm gonna choose Camera Roll, and I'm gonna choose a video I took. Okay, I'm going to choose a video I took of me sort of scrolling through a free asset page that I have. Okay, this asset page is a AI help, like Health Marketing Basics with AI as your like right-hand helper. And so what I did is I went in on my phone. Okay, now because you might be wondering, well, how the hell did you get that video, Joy? Like, what the heck, I'm going to show you how to do that too. So we have a comprehensive analysis of how to do this. Okay. So I'm going to get out of Instagram just for a second. Okay. I'm going to go into Chrome. Okay. Which is where I just went to I went to the page that has the asset that I want to give away. Okay. Now notice I didn't go to the registration page where they have to put their name, email, phone number, whatever you're collecting from them. What I actually did was go to what I call the content delivery page, right? So normally you're going to send someone to a freebie. They're going to land on the registration page. That's where they put their name, email, and phone number. And then after that, usually they're going to land on a thank you page that says, great, go check your email. You're going to get the thing. Some of us don't do that anymore. Some of us just send them straight to the asset right there. Okay. So if your thank you page is your content delivery page, then you can go ahead and be on that page. Whatever the page that the asset lives on that you want to give away, go ahead and be on that page and then click on the button and let them see the asset that you have. Okay. So in my case, this is marketing the basics of your health practice with the time-saving help of AI. So this is the page that the asset I want to give people like you. Actually, you should go get this. I'll make sure that the link is in the description below if you don't already have it. Okay. And what I'm going to do is be on the page as if I was them. So I'm giving them a user experience. Okay. So I'm on the page where they're going to get the asset. And I'm saying, hey, look, you know what? I want you to watch this first video because this is how you can build a sustainably profitable online practice. Okay. Now, in order to do this video with me, you're going to go ahead and you're going to download the AI stack to make it easy for you. And then I'm actually going to click the button and I'm going to let them see, look, you're going to get your own copy to put in your own Google Drive. You just click the blue button right here. And then this awesome AI prompt stack that I wrote from you is going to open up. Okay. Now, do you see that these prompts have a lot of copy? That's because I've thought through these. All right. I've been doing copywriting in the health and wellness space for over a decade. So I'm going to make this easy on you. I've done all the hard part. All you're going to have to do is fill in that orange text that you see right there. Don't change any of the black text. I've done all the hard work for you. Let me do the heavy lifting. You just fill in the orange pieces and prompt. And look, this one doesn't even have any orange, right? So there's barely anything you have to fill in. And the prompts are going to do all the hard work for you to brainstorm an idea for a lure, to do the follow-up emails, the registration page, everything. Okay. So this is a badass asset and I can talk them through all the benefits and kind of show it off here. And then I can even go back to the page and say, hey, but you know what? That's not all. If we come back to this page, let me go back to the page where it is. Okay. If we come back to the page, you can see that that video is one of 3 videos. Okay. And in the second video, I have another set of AI prompts there for you. And in the third video, I have another set of prompts for you. And you can even see the stories of people who've had massive successes, like this practitioner who made over $500,000 on her very first launch of her gut health program, right? So I can show them inside, after the registration page, after the email, all that good stuff, I can actually show them what's on the other side of that protective wall to make them want to jump over that wall and come in and get the free asset that I have for them and actually put it to use and make it work for them in their business. Make sense? Okay, so instead of you having this awesome lure and they maybe understand or maybe they conceptualize what you're offering them and maybe they don't, right? Because communication is the answer we get back, right? And in marketing, we don't always get the answer back right away in a way that gives us instant feedback, which kind of sucks, right? We might have a funnel out for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months before we can see from the data, oh shit, they didn't understand what I was offering. They didn't enroll in it and I didn't get any clients. Shit, okay? So what this type of showing off the free asset, show off your stuff, let them see it, talk to them about what's on the other side of that registration page. When you're letting them see it, then they're like, oh, okay, the likelihood of them seeing the value and saying yes and coming into your world and now they are, a lead that is moving towards buying from you, showing it off can really help them understand the benefit, okay? So how do you grab the video of you scrolling through the asset that you want to show them, okay? Well, I'm on an iPhone. You're going to have to Google this if you're on a not iPhone. I'm such an Apple girl. They should probably hire me as a spokesperson, right? Okay, so if you slide down from the top of your screen, you're going to get your menus option. You can see I'm listening to Mel Robbins' book, Let Them. I absolutely love it. If you haven't read it, you should read it, okay? And there is a button right here, okay? It's on the far right, so you can see my, I'm like showing you my phone, and also you can see it. So this far right button, so there's 2 rows of round buttons at the bottom. The far right button on the right-hand side that just looks like a dot within a circle, that is your opportunity to go ahead and film your screen. So I'm gonna click it now so you can see. It's gonna count down at the top, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm recording. Okay, so now I'm gonna come out of here. Now I'm on my site. Okay, and I could talk about this, and I just want to think through, okay, well, how much would I want to talk right here? So I might want to say, you know, hey, check this out, mastering the basics of your of marketing your practice with the time-saving help of AI. Like, yay, okay, let me show you a little about what's in here. And then I might want to say, look, I've got this complete video, but to make the video easier, I've got an entire AI prompt stack. So I kind of want to think through how much I want to talk, okay? And then I might want them to see the prompt stack, so I would click the button and let them see that. They're going to make a copy. Now they have their own copy in their own Google Drive. I'm going to show them that, like, look, these prompts are so complex. All you have to do is fill in the tiny little orange text, and the prompts will do all the heavy lifting for you, okay? And then I'm going to come back out here, and I'm going to take them back to the page, and I'm going to make sure that they're aware, hey, listen, that's not all. That's just one of the 3 videos and the 3 AI prompt stacks that I have here for you. Does that make sense? Okay, so once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. So I click up at the top, I can click the red button there, and now my video is going to be in my video here. Okay, so it starts with this. I would scrub that out. I don't need that part. And now I have a video of me scrolling through the page. That video is now in my camera roll. Okay, so now you're all caught up. You know how I had that video sitting there when I was in Instagram. So now we're gonna go back to Instagram, okay? So once again, I'm just gonna cancel out of this. I'm gonna get all the way out. Actually, I'll get all the way out of the app so you can follow through if you're a little slower on the gram. It's okay, it takes a little bit. Oh, there's my friend, she's so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna hit the plus button at the bottom. I'm gonna go to Reel. Okay, I'm gonna choose Reel at the bottom. Once I've chosen Reel, I'm gonna click the camera in the upper left-hand corner, okay? And now I want to film, but I wanna film in green screen mode. So let me put this in green screen mode. Okay, now by definition, it's putting me in this whatever default background. I don't want that default background. What I want is the background that we just made, okay? So what I'm gonna do is click the access to the camera roll is almost always in the lower left corner when you're integrating or when you're interacting with Instagram. So I'm gonna click that square in the lower corner. Oh no, sorry, first, right above the green screen button, there is a white text with transparent button that says change background. So click change background. By default, it's gonna let you pick these backgrounds. We don't want that. We're gonna go from scenes to click here on camera roll. So not here, but here on camera roll. Now we're in our own camera roll and we can pick the video that we just made, okay? So I'm gonna pick the video that I just made, okay? And if you watch this video, like that's what's there in the background. It's just me going like that, okay? It's me scrolling through my stuff, okay? Now, here is what I need us to do. So now I've gone camera roll, pick, next, whoops. Okay, now here's the weird thing. When you're using this green screen function that we're about to use, it only lets you do nuggets of information at like 25 seconds. So you need to cut the segment that you're gonna use down to under 25 seconds. So let me see if I can guesstimate. That looks about right. It's telling me the time, but it's so long that, or like the background that I have makes it really hard for me to see. So I'm just gonna do a little chunk that looks like 21.7 seconds. Okay, next. Now I'm gonna do my green screen. If your video is longer than that 25 seconds that you're allowed to film in green screen, I'm gonna unplug this so I can put it in a stand. Otherwise, my video that I'm gonna film is gonna be all Blair Witch Project, but I will plug it back in so you can see. So just give me a second, okay? Not a technical problem. Let me click this back in. Okay, there we go. So now you can see in 1 second, there we go. It takes a second for me to get this on. Okay, so now you can see, I want to position my phone a little farther away from me because I want to be able to point to the things that I'm talking about in this video. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to, instead of being like way up close, if I'm like this, look, I'm taking up the whole thing and they can't see the asset that I want to point to behind me. So I want to make myself small little Mighty Mouse, okay? So that I can be talking about what's actually in the video. Does that make sense? Now some of my blue background wall is coming in here. So I'm gonna see if I can shift this where the lighting is gonna be pretty good, meaning you always want the light, the nice strong light on you. And that way the green screen is gonna perform a lot better, okay? So there we go. I think I can get it on this side and the lighting is good enough where I can be talking about what I want them to see. Do this nice and far back there. Okay, I think that's good. And so now I can go ahead and hit the green screen and I can talk about exactly what is happening. I'm gonna wait for this video to loop so that it comes back to the beginning, and I don't want you to have to wait, so I'm just gonna pause 1 second. Okay, so now you can see it has my video playing in the background. I'm simply gonna hold down the green button and I'm gonna film. As soon as I let go, it's gonna stop filming, okay? Now remember, you can only do like 25-second segments with the green screen. So each time you do one of them, you're gonna download that one to your phone, and then you're gonna make a new separate reel from all of these 25-second segments, okay? That's the only part of this that I feel like it's a little bit confusing, but the green screen function, as of the time of the recording of this video, only lets you go to 25 seconds. Okay, so you'd have to do it. Well, you have two choices. You either say what you want to say in 25 seconds and that's it, or you can talk about various segments in the video and you can move forward, to just record that one. I'll show you exactly what I mean here right now. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, so now I have my first 25 seconds ready, and you can see that I'm talking through what they're getting on this video. And then because I hit the 25-second barrier, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button in the upper corner. It's the arrow that points down to the line like that on the far right-hand side. I'm gonna go ahead and click that one. Okay, and that is going to download the video to my phone. It's gonna download the combination of me over green screen and the asset that I'm showing off in the background, so I can be pointing at it and explaining the advantage of all of the, of what's in the free asset, okay? And then I would do that up to, what is that, full, so you got 90 seconds total if you wanted to do this as a reel. I think that if you're gonna put this kind of work into something, you should definitely use it as a reel, because remember, reels get you reach and stories just reach the people who are already following you. So I feel like this, because you have to do it in the 25-second chunks, I feel like this is definitely worthy of creating a reel, okay? So that's exactly how you do this, and then you can come back in and stitch them all together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my 25-second segments, and then I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna show you how to stitch them all together. Okay, so I filmed 3 25-second segments to get mine done. So let's come back in. So I recorded 3 of them and I downloaded them to my phone. So now I just want to show you how to string them together. If you do reels all the time, you already know this, but if not, I just want to make sure I get you all the way to the finish line, okay? So now I'm gonna come down here at the bottom and I'm gonna choose reel, not live, I'm gonna choose reel. Okay, and then I have the 3 videos that I already did on green screen, okay? You can see them here. It's this one. Oh no, I need to do them backwards. So it's 1, 2, and 3, but it was like I filmed the first one, which is this one first, and then I filmed the second one, and then I filmed the third one. So they're in backwards order in my camera, right? That makes sense because I filmed the first segment and the second segment and the third segment. So I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3, exactly like you're seeing here. And those segments are gonna load in as my reel, okay? So now I'm gonna hit next. And there's me pointing out the name of the asset and talking about that bit, okay? And then the second part where I'm talking about the AI prompts, and then the third one where I'm like, come on, this thing is free, you should go ahead and get it and start hooking yourself up with a long client wait list because your marketing is badass, right? So those are the 3 segments, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit next. Okay, and now I do want to have like a scroll stopping, hook on this video. Now, one could say that there is a visual hook on this video because I start the video going like this, and you could say, okay, well, you've got a visual hook. You don't also have to have a written hook, but because one of the best converting words in marketing is the word free, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that, and I'm going to write a hook that has the word free in it in order to capture people's attention and stop the scroll, and then I'll just let the video play out, and I probably won't even have the hook over it the whole time. But before I do my hook, I want you to notice something. This video is imperfect. It's imperfect. So you can see I have so if you look at this like square video of me, you can see I have a felt like sound, like acoustic wall right here behind me. And you can see that sometimes when I'm like wildly speaking with my hands, I think maybe I was Italian in another life or something, but when I'm moving my hands, the movement is causing some of this wall to be visible in the asset itself. Fuck perfection, okay? I am not worried about perfection. I don't want you to be worried about perfection. They don't care about that. Your people who need you don't care about that. They just care that you're like, oh, wait, she's talking about some free asset. And look, oh my gosh, I actually get to see the free asset. And oh, shit, I want that asset. Like, hook me up, okay? So I want to make sure that you are seeing the imperfections in this video here and that I don't give a flying fuck, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get this out in the world because this is offering a set of training and AI prompts that I did for a very prominent lab, and I think that it's super high quality content. And I've had people come through my funnel and say, shit, Joy, you made a mistake. You should have charged for that. That was gangster. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? You give generously in the marketplace, and a rising tide lifts all ships. So I'm super happy that I created it. I want to get it out to serve more people, even people who can't afford to work with me. So I'm more worried about putting this asset out in the marketplace where it can do good and yes, attract me some clients, but do good for people who even can't be my clients. That's me moving my mission forward. Okay. I want you to see those imperfections so you have permission to be like, oh, fuck it. My green screen was not perfect, or my dog was barking in the background, or whatever happens. Put it out anyways, okay? Put it out anyways. You will not regret it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do my hook on this. Those of you who know how to release a reel, get the heck on out of here. Go ahead and subscribe to this video and share it with friends who need this. I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'll put the hook on and then I'll show you the deployment too, just in case you're a person who's still feeling a little, green and unpracticed on the Instagram platform, okay? Okay, so now I've added on here, I just put the text on here. So I just added text. I did the number one help in your marketing could be the word free, right? So I've got the word free in there nice and big. I'm going to put that up there at the top, and I'm going to make sure it's not out of view on Instagram. I'm going to position this right here. So now I have the video background that we did with green screen. I have my hook to get attention. Now I only need that hook to be there at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and take that text right here where it says free help, and I'm going to actually get it out of the way because I don't want it to be there the whole time. I'm going to have it be there through my first clip. And I'm just dragging the text size down. Okay. So I can see my first clip is right there. I've got the white line on the switch from my first clip to my second clip. So I'm going to go ahead and only make that banner right there through that first transition. Remember, I did 3 sets of video. Okay. So now I'm going to go like this. Okay, and then now all I have to do is do the post of the reel, and I have to edit the cover. Okay, so I'm going to pick, I definitely want that free help thing to be in there. It's taking a minute because I'm online with you guys, okay? But I want this one. Let's see if I can get where I'm pointing up. Yeah, I would like that one. So free help right about there looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to check my grid because I want the word free help to be in the image on my grid, okay? Because how it looks full size, that's gonna show up in people's feed when it's like fresh and new content, but later it's gonna show up in my feed, and I still want people who see the square in my feed to know that there is, oh, what's that video that says I'm gonna get some free help, okay? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add my post, and I'm gonna put this out, all right? instead of creating these beautiful spreadsheets, guides, handouts, checklists, all these cool things that you're creating in hopes of attracting people to come into your world and then get a little nurturing support, whether that's via email or whether it's happening via sell by chat, when you use this green screen function to kind of show them how I did, like, oh my God, check this out, and then click this button, and then look what happens, all these cool things. When you're able to give them a tour of being on the inside of your world, that's going to have them feel a little more comfortable to open the door and come inside your world where you can cultivate a relationship with them, where you can make strategically smart invitations. Remember, marketing is just like relationship building, right? So if you're a woman and you're at a, I don't know, you're at a bar or a club with your friends, and some man walks up to you and he's like, let's get married. Like, that would be super freaky if you don't even know this person, right? That would be very off-putting, to say the least, okay? So we want to make sure that you're doing these invitations in such a way where they feel like, hey, look, this is a little taste of what it's like to work with me. This is a little coffee date. Would you like to see what our coffee date would look like? And the green screen kind of lets you show them a picture of what it could look like, a movie even. It show them a little bit of what it's going to look like to take that next step with you, okay? Just like a man who might be asking for that coffee date might say, hey, I just found the most amazing Turkish place, and they do a pour over. It's just like when my Turkish grandmother did it as kids, whatever. You're like painting a picture of the reason this woman might be interested in going on the date with you, right? So it gives us this cool opportunity to let them see inside our world, so it's more attractive to step in the door where we can cultivate that relationship, make smart, like strategically placed invitations that grow a deeper relationship over time, that has them discover you are the obvious choice with whom they should be solving their problems. All right. If this has been helpful for you, please share it with your peers who need this kind of help. If you are serious about growing your business, my whole mission is to end practitioner burnout and to end illness isolation. And that can be done with one move. Right? We can protect your time by having you lead groups, communities to the objectives that you're really good at helping people with. And people automatically lose the isolation if they're in a community of people who are dealing with the same challenges. All right. So that's the chocolate and peanut butter that I love. If you want help with that, please reach out to me. You can find me at HealAtScale.com. You can come over and chat with me on Instagram at RealJoyHouston. All right. RealJoyHouston. Again, subscribe, keep this channel rolling along, and high five to you for all you do for everyone else's health and wellness. I'll see you in the next video.